as JP Morgan reiterates it as their top pick. It's one of our calls of the day. Jim Lebenthal, obviously, it's yours. I'm not going to mention who sold it recently and provoke an outburst on Twitter or anywhere else. We know who we're talking about, but we're not even going to mention his name. We're not even going to mention his name.
Voldemort.
Because he generally watches this show. I agree. I just don't want to deal with it.
I agree. I agree. It's been a rough go for that guy anyway.
$44 is their price target now. They raise it from $37. Yeah. They say it's a clear top pick.
Let's do a little tutorial on stock analysis and stock picking, okay? You go back a week ago and they presented at the JP Morgan Industrials Conference, and they told you something there. They told you they did $588 million of EBITDA in January. The analyst estimates for the first quarter EBITDA are $1.3 billion. So they almost did half of that estimate in January when steel prices were depressed, and now you're post-Ukraine when steel prices are surging. They're going to blow these estimates out of the water. And you could have picked that up last week. And if you didn't go to the conference, you could have picked it up on Monday when JP Morgan put it in published research. This is all public data. You can do this work if you're a stock picker. Now, you can do more stock picker work. You can go back to the fourth quarter earnings report. After that report, stock was down 10%, okay? And that was about 35 percentage points ago. Everybody got down on the stock because they did some maintenance in the fourth quarter, which was the smartest thing to do because all of their orders are coming in the first quarter. So get the maintenance done so you can produce at a breakneck speed when prices are going up. It all comes down to excellent management. Lorenzo Gonçalves is truly a genius. But if you are a stock picker and you're doing more than just licking your finger and putting it in the wind, but you're looking at 10 Qs and you're talking to management, you can find these things out.
Well, I mean, obviously not everybody can talk to management and have some of the access that people like you have. Let me ask you this.
I have no material non-public information. This is important. I have no material non-public information.
I'm not suggesting in any way that you did, and I didn't mean it to be portrayed that way at all. Just I'm saying that not everybody has access to be able to talk to the CEO. That's just a fact.
Yes, but through Reg FD, anything that management says to me has to be publicly disseminated. Let me be more helpful here, Scott. There is nothing that indicates these results are going to turn down in the future.
Okay.
Not with the amount of infrastructure and factories being built.
Which then answers my next question, $32.49. That's what the stock hit today, a new 52-week high. You're comfortable telling people today to buy this stock fresh here?
Well, remember, I hold this, and this is my largest position. Haven't sold a share, even though it's up something like 800% over the last 2 years. Would I add more today? No, I'd wait for a pullback. But I'm not selling today. I think this is a mid to high 30s stock before I sell a share.
Two totally different questions. Whether you would sell it today versus whether somebody who's watching you today, as much conviction as you have, should buy it today. Those are two entirely different conversations. Now, let's move.
If you don't own it, you should nibble.
I thought you just said you should wait till it pulls back.
Yeah, well, you know what? Nibble a little bit. Let it pull back and add to it. If I'm not selling a share, and I think it's going to the mid to high 30s at $31.95, which is where it is right now, if you do not own shares, you can buy it right here.
Okay.
I knew this dude was a nibbler.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about other calls at JP Morgan.